He is what all mortals fear. He feasts upon the corpses of his foes. He commands an army of the dead. He's terrifying. He's malnourished. He likes to wear spandex. Today we are analyzing the Warframe Nekros. Nekros is a support Warframe with a Necromancer theme. He has some crowd control abilities and is able to provide support to his teammates by turning deceased enemies into usable resources. Nekros' first ability is Soul Punch, which fires a projectile that ragdolls a single enemy and knocks them back, while also dealing some damage. This ability can be cast while on the move and does not interrupt the reload animation, making this a tool that can be used to get some pesky enemies off of you. Nekros' second ability is Terrify. Nekros puts up to 20 enemies into a panic, causing them to flee, and reduces their armor by 20%. The number of affected enemies and the strength of the armor reduction can be increased with power strength mods. This ability is useful in giving Nekros and his team some breathing room. Be careful, however, as enemies will run away from you while panicked, so try not to use this ability too frequently, as it can make it more difficult to kill enemies. Nekros' third ability is Desecrate, which is his main method of support. Nekros has a chance of turning enemy corpses in range of him into additional loot and resources. You can produce resources such as energy orbs, health orbs, and even ammo. Nekros' final ability is Shadows of the Dead. Nekros has a mechanic where he stores the last 20 enemies he has killed in his soul cache. Shadows of the Dead creates duplicates of the enemies Nekros has killed to serve as his army, to help Nekros and his team fight for a period of time. These duplicates will become more powerful with the use of power strength mods, which increase the duplicate's health and damage output. Power strength also increases the number of duplicates that can be summoned at once. Keep in mind that once the duplicates have been summoned, they will be removed from Nekros' soul cache, so you will have to kill more enemies to restock. Nekros' blueprint can be found in the market, however his parts will drop from the Lephantis boss. You will have to craft Orokin Derelict assassination keys to get to the fight and farm Lephantis to get the parts. You can get the Lephantis nav coordinates from Orokin Derelict missions, which will acquire nav coordinates acquired from normal missions to craft Orokin Derelict keys. To give you some ideas, here is an example of how I mod Nekros. Nekros benefits from duration, range, and power strength. For me, the duration and range are stats that I want to modify the most, with a bit of power strength thrown in order to benefit Terrify and Shadows of the Dead. I have both Vigor and Vitality to boost his health for survivability, Stretch to increase the range of Terrify and Desecrate, Streamline for some energy efficiency. I use the Augment mod Despoil to use health instead of energy so I can Desecrate even when energy is low, Intensify to increase the number of feared targets and increase the strength of the shadows, Equilibrium to receive energy from health orbs and health from energy orbs, which combos pretty nicely with Despoil. Primed Continuity to increase Shadow and Terrify duration, and to further help with energy, I have Energy Siphon. Now, a few issues, nothing too major with Nekros, is the fact that Desecrate is not guaranteed to work every time. It has a chance of not working, which means that even if you are using it mainly for support purposes, you will have to spam the ability a few times, especially since Nekros mostly provides health orbs, which only heal 25 points of health, so you will want to get a substantial amount of health orbs for it to even really matter, which will lock you in place while casting the ability for extended periods of time. So try not to sit there and spam too much if you can help it. You will want to either keep Nekros moving so he isn't a sitting duck, or find some way to protect him while he is desecrating. The other issue being that you do not have control over your own Shadow army. They basically recycle the enemy AI, which means they will wander about chasing enemies or go into cover. Because of this, Shadows seem to be more suitable for defending an area such as an interception tower or cryopod. Now, he is no Frost, but Shadows coupled with Terrify make him very effective in pushing enemies out of an area. So as Nekros, you will want to stay relatively near your Shadows, especially if you have a Corrupted Ancient, which will provide damage reduction so long as you stay near it. In closing, I think Nekros can be a pretty fun frame, who is a little underestimated since abilities are often overshadowed by his ability to generate more loot for farming. However, if you're willing to look past the farming capabilities, Nekros is a Warframe that can turn the tide of battle in a pinch. Just don't expect him to do the heavy lifting when it comes to keeping the team alive. Nekros seems more like a frame that adds on to the team defenses and support rather than being the main source of it. Alright, so that was Nekros. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you would like to see more videos. And I will see you all next time. Later!